Okay, so here we are, right where we left off. Escaping the Vault 111. So I'll save everyone a lot of time and just let you know that everyone is dead. First time through this I checked every single pod. There's no one else you can rescue. So even though everyone is dead, I'm still going to grab everything I can that is not nailed down. In previous versions of Fallout, a lot of the stuff would be complete garbage. However, in Fallout 4, there is a very robust crafting system for crafting buildings, furniture, weapons, armor, and you need pretty much every piece of crap that you can get your hands on.
Malfunction in emergency exit door override. Please contact your Vault-Tec maintenance representative for service.
So that's the first enemy we're going to be fighting, Radroaches. Visible through the glass over there. It'll be a second before we find them.
Critical failure of cryogenic
Stim packs, that's pretty much a health kit. Pretty important to have those. So this gives a little bit of background as to what the mission of Vault 111 was supposed to be. Talks about the criteria for getting people into the vault, what the duties of the staff were, a lot of the backstory of the game you'll find hidden in places like this, the monitors and computers of the game. But to make a long story short, they're supposed to keep this vault closed for 180 days, then open it up again. So a word on the controls real quick. There is a first-person view available of the game, and you can crouch, which is very important if you're going to be sneaking. Which, as I said, I intend to build this character primarily for sneaking. Fortunately, at this point, I did not have any kind of bonuses that would make sneaking especially effective for me. Oh, it's on me. So what you saw me do right there when I was fighting the Radroach is go into VATS mode. If you push one of the left bumper on the controller for the PS4, the letter VATS, which stands for Vault Assisted Targeting System, At the moment, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense that I'm able to do that because I don't have the Pip-Boy yet. But we'll just overlook that for now. What it essentially does is allow you to aim more accurately. The free aim in this game leaves a lot to be desired. Your accuracy and chance to hit anything is greatly improved if you're using VATS. The last playthrough I did, my character was very heavily reliant upon VATS. I think I looted all I can in here. I'll grab some beer bottles. Now, there's not a whole lot of note in the Recreation terminal, other than the fact that there is a game tape in here, Red Menace, which I'm not going to spend a lot of time playing, but it's kind of a recreation of Missile Command for the Atari, if you've ever experienced that. There are a total of 5 video game tapes in the game that you can collect, so I'll grab that. Possibly in a later video, I can show off all 5 of the games. They're a fun little diversion. Alright, so it won't be going that way. Another one down.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
Do want to grab the meat off that thing. Red roach meat is virtually worthless. It does not give you a whole lot of health, and it will give you a radiation poisoning as well. But there is the ability to craft it at a cooking station, which slightly improves it. It removes the radiation danger from it. But more importantly, if you craft it, you get experience points for crafting. So it's an easy way to get XP to where you're leveling. And once again, it reinforces the earlier observation I made. Pretty much every piece of crap in the game you're going to want to pick up. Some more stim packs.
Is this all that's left?
Ammo and a gun. We need this monitor to open up the door to exit. You can also read a bit about the cryolator. So this guy got bored and decided to make being Mr. Freeze a hobby. That's the cryolator right there. You need the master level of the lockpicking ability to unlock it. Now, when the game first released, and it was version 1.01, there was a faster way to get it out of there, using a glitch of one of the companions. I'm now playing on version 1.03, which released earlier this week. I'm not sure if that glitch is still able to be done. I'll come back after I pick up the companion and see if I can get the cryolator early. Bobby pins, which you just saw me pick up out of one of those cabinets, are a big deal. That's how you pick locks. And now we have a ranged weapon instead of just a melee weapon. It's possible to see how you can target individual body parts. So you can target head, wings, torso, and so on. Due to the fact that rad roaches do not have a whole lot of health to begin with, there's not a whole lot of value in targeting specific body parts. You're not going to get significant damage bonus off of any of them. Son of a gun. And Please playing as another character where action points you generate much faster.
Is anyone alive? Did anyone get out?
This room should look familiar. This is the entrance room we were just in a few moments ago when we came from the surface to go to the
Everyone's
cryogenic chamber.
dead.
And now inexplicably the door is open again. Some ammo. More ammo. I'm already noticing ammo is far more plentiful on very easy than it was on very hard. Ammo is fairly scarce. So I'm hoping that'll carry over throughout the rest of the game. Make my job a little easier. And here is the Pip-Boy. Those of you who have played Fallout 3 or New Vegas will recognize this. Probably the single most important item that you get in the entire game. It's how you track your quests, your item management, pretty much everything for the game. It's the menu system, essentially. So my stats, perks, that sort of thing. I'm gonna pause it real quick here. Okay, and we're back. So one thing I learned through accident late in my last playthrough is the fact that you can zoom in on the Pip-Boy using center pad and the PS4 controller, which is useful if you're trying to look at something in more detail. Currently I have no perks. Now I'm going to hotkey some of my items. Actually that looks about right. I'll keep that. Now putting the eyeglasses on will help my perception, which affects your aiming and VATS, so it's useful. A lot of the clothing and items that you find will give you some kind of bonus. Here's my equipment that I have so far. A lot of junk. A lot of junk. And my first mission is to exit the vault, which we are just about ready to do.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
Now this right here is the spot where you're going to want to save your game. And I'll show why here in a moment. Now the reason you want to save the game at this point here is this is very similar to the sewer exits in most of the Elder Scrolls games. When you're leaving the tutorial portion of the intro to the game, it will give you the opportunity to change your name or special attributes, which is your stats. It'll also give you the chance to change your appearance one last time before you go out into the world. If you have that save and keep that save, then it will give you the opportunity to go back to that and create a new character without having to replay the entire introduction sequence of the game.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault-Tec.
Okay, so the next step in my quest is to go home. But first, a bit of looting. Grab as much junk as I can find. So as I'm walking back to home again, I'll discuss a little bit about the way I plan on doing this playthrough. For the sake of making it more watchable, I'll be editing out a lot of the looting type activities to take place, the inventory management type things, probably even quite a bit of travel, because you can walk across a significant section of the wasteland without looking much different than this washed out brown terrain you're seeing now. But I will give a heads up before I do something like that, so it doesn't come as a shock when I warp across the map. What's up, Gadsworth?
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Codsworth, you're still here. So other people could still be alive too.
Well, of course I'm still here. Surely you don't think a little radiation could deter the pride of General Atomics International? But you seem the worse for wear. Best not let the hubby see you in that state, huh? Where is Sir, by the way?
Too soon, man.
They came into the vault. Maybe you saw them. They had guns and strange outfits.
Only Miss Rosa's boy, running around in his Halloween costume more than a week early. I swear, the nerve of that woman leaving her brat unsupervised. Not like you, Mum. You're the perfect mother. And Sir is, where is Sir, by the by?
They killed him.
Oh, Mum, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Oh, Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna get my baby back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
200 years? What? Are you sure?
A bit over 210, actually, Mum. Give or take a little for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack. You must be famished.
So here's a tip for people who want to kind of game the system a little bit. You can save in the middle of any conversation. The yellow text up there is a speech challenge. I will get experience points if I pass it. If I don't pass it, I can reload to that save I just made and try again.
Codsworth, you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
Mum, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing! And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! How do you polish rust?
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, Mum. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe Sir was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? Sir and young Sean may turn up yet.
Have you seen anything dangerous?
Oh, just the usual, Mum. Pesky neighborhood dogs and mosquitoes. Shall I investigate?
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, Mum.
So, let Codsworth stew for a second. And check out that holotape we just got.
Oops. No, little fingers away. There we go. Just say it. Right there. Go ahead. Ah! Yay! Hi, honey. Listen, I don't think Sean and I need to tell you how great of a mother you are, but we're going to anyway. You are kind and loving and funny. That's right. And patient. So patient. Patience of a saint, as your mother used to say. Look, with Sean and us all being at home together, it's been an amazing year, but even so, I know our best days are yet to come. There will be changes, sure. Things we'll need to adjust to. I'll rejoin the civilian workforce. You'll shake the dust off your law degree. But everything we do, no matter how hard, we do it for our family. Now say goodbye, Sean. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye, honey. We love you.
Alright, so now we'll return to helping Codsworth search. Now come back and search the whole area much more in depth later.
Wait. My senses are picking up movement in another house. Follow me. What's all this then? Not this time. Miss Kate, your family isn't here either. They're really gone, aren't they?
Oh, Codsworth is sharp. I think it's past 10.
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find him.
What about Concord, Mum? Plenty of people there. And last I checked, they only pummeled me with sticks a few times before I had to run back home.
Thanks for your help, Codsworth.
Good luck, Mum. You'll find young Sean. I know you will. I shall remain here and secure the home front.
Yeah, so at a later point, I will be looting this little town area much more in depth than I am right now. But we'll stop by and visit the old house, because this is one of the most important items in the game. The UR Special Book gives you a free point to any one of your special stats. I'm going to be taking Charisma because with the low endurance I gave my character, I'll be much better off talking my way out of problems than fighting them. I'm going to stash my extra stuff that I'm not likely to need here in this box, so I can come back for it later. Alright, so with my stuff stashed there, I am ready to head off to Concord. Oh wait, actually, there's one more thing I want to show you before I call this particular episode done. For weapons, I picked up a Molotov cocktail. Not honestly sure where, but the Molotov is my favorite thrown weapon. I will call it an explosive weapon. I tend to really dislike explosives just based on the fact that when you use them, with the physics of the game, they tend to throw items around and make them harder to find in battle, or they'll send a body ragdolling off somewhere, and if you lose an enemy's body, you lose all the gear that's on it as well. So I tend to prefer Molotov cocktails because they burn rather than explode, and also later in the game you'll encounter enemies that are cloaked, and setting them on fire makes them much easier to see and deal with. And with that, we will call this episode done. Next episode, we'll be looking at the encounters in Concord, which we'll start moving the main story along a little quicker. And with that, I'll see you next time.